Hello, and welcome to this week's Peter's Perspectives. This week, we'll be talking about the challenges of managing teams in a distributed environment. Now, as we all know, we've just been through a period of time since March when we've moved almost all white collar workers from their offices into their homes and into a distributed environment. And as we know, this has worked better than we thought it might. Um, we've been able to run our companies and get our functions done or get our tasks done remarkably well, much better than at least I and many other executives feared we might. Now, as we've got through the first set of challenges, the technical challenges of providing equipment and securing the work environment, and the individuals have worked through how to create a safe and comfortable work environment, free from distractions, or at least managing the distractions of work, of home. We now find ourselves kind of in a status quo, but still struggling of how we can manage in this new world. Now, as we know, as we've just heard, there are likely vaccines going to be approved very soon, hopefully extremely soon. But even if, as they are approved, we can look forward to 3 to 6 months before they fully roll out. So, as we talked to our research clients, many of them are now resigned to having their people continue in a work from home at least until June or July for another 6 months. Furthermore, almost all of them are now anticipating that they will continue even beyond then, some of their workers still working from home. This is too powerful a vehicle not to take advantage of. Many of them believe that up to 25% of what their workers they used to have in offices will continue to be in a work from home, potentially rotating back and forth. So as we look forward to the future, we can see we have at least 3 to 6 months of continuing to manage in this environment and likely an ongoing permanent role of how we manage the interdistributed teams. So we at Everest have been investigating and researching this, and we've come up with some pretty clear ideas about how to advance management in this environment. First of all, let's think about how we normally manage. Most people, most organizations manage by observations. Executives and managers observe their employees and associates, how they're doing, how they're interacting with another, and then provide coaching based on these observations. And as we know, in a distributed environment, that observation is not possible. Furthermore, we don't have the water cooler or coffee breaks or lunches, which are both good times to pick up more information and also provide coaching. These are no longer available to us. It's awkward to do that. Furthermore, observational techniques, for example, monitoring what people are doing on their screens, is very intrusive and not well received by anyone who is looking at that. So, what are our alternatives if our observational techniques don't matter? Here is what we've discovered. First of all, think about each team and think about the results of what that team is trying to accomplish. Develop metrics which measure the results. Now, I'm being very clear, not the activities, the results of what the team is trying to accomplish. The second aspect of this is extremely important that the team buys into that these, in fact, are the results. What we found is that as we develop these metrics, people make the mistake of trying to be too comprehensive and too extensive. If you're going to measure results, pick 2 or 3, at the most 4 things to measure. They have to be measured objectively. They don't have to be exhaustive. So, and the second aspect is you need the team to buy into that those results are in fact a measure of better. This is what they should be doing. And this buy-in is really important because they have to own those metrics. Once this is established, the next step is then to support the teams on getting better. They need to get better at getting better. So what I'm not saying here is each team has work to do. It's not measuring, supporting them in the work they're doing, but in how they are doing the work. What we have learned is they need to break these activities down into initiatives that can be done in a month. So run every month, have the team run an initiative at getting better at being better. Uh, Break down potentially complex things into these bite-sized pieces, and then allow that every month inspect those metrics. Have we got better? What you'll find is some initiatives don't result in getting better, but many do. What you'll also find by empowering the team and making it their responsibility to get better at getting better, they build ownership. They will see things that leadership and management don't. They will run initiatives that will be potentially surprising. They will ask for training, they may ask for investments in facilities, in technologies, but they are looking at it from the coalface. They understand where the gaps are. So you need to support your teams getting better at getting better every month. And this provides a different management vehicle than the one we typically use. The role that Everest has been playing in this is both in helping develop and set those metrics, as well as meeting with a team that creates some level of accountability, but providing research to those teams on how they can improve productivity in a distributed environment. It's not, this allows them to get provocations on the types of things that they should choose to do to get better at getting better. And this appears to be a very successful and different way to manage in a distributed environment.